Hey everyone, New3012 here. Thank you guys for clicking on the video. I did take a little bit of a break because, wow, that was impressive. Wow. So let's continue. Remember to subscribe if you haven't already and enjoy the video. Arriving at my seat, she hesitantly tried to say something. A more veteran waitress offered her some advice from over her shoulder. Just calm down and say, sorry for the wait. Terribly sorry for the wait. Right, just like that. Do your best. Whispering that into her ear, the veteran waitress left. How Keiichi still hasn't recognized her, I don't know. This waitress must have just been hired. With an absolute lack of confidence, she moved hesitantly and made even somewhat perilously. Just watching her put me on edge. It put me on edge for sure. I silently watched as she placed the dessert on the table with an inexperienced hand. But it's just as Dad said, what incredible uniforms these are. They were like a bunny girl plus a maid, plus some sort of frilly outfit, all in a perfect ratio. Most certainly a rather dubious charming kind of fashion. In any case, she is no way appeared to be a proper waitress. What should I do? I was catching glimpses of too many things. I didn't know where I should look. Her eyes. That's just a quick way of, that. And act like you're only staring at her eyes. Wearing something like that, walking around the restaurant, it's as bad as it can be for digestion. No, it's good. Even though she was wearing the outfit, this particular waitress had no idea what to do either. This flustered state, without a doubt, should be attributed to the amount of bare skin showing rather than being new to the job. Both the waitress and I mutually avoided eye contact. What a platonically embarrassing feeling that is. Oh, so he hasn't actually seen her yet. Okay, that's why he hasn't recognized her. I'm a customer, you know. It's alright to be more straightforward. Oh, my nose is starting to bleed. At that moment, our eyes just happened to meet. Both of us blinked, doubting who we were looking at. What? This is... Mion, is that you? Huh? On top of her hair being let down, she was so far removed from her usual confidence-filled attitude, I didn't realize it was her at all. She looks a lot better that way, not gonna lie. It was Mion. Why is she here? Why are you working at a place like this? Oh, I'm helping out my uncle's store. Come to think of it, I did hear her talk about how her relatives have stores in town, and then she sometimes works part-time to help them. I found a new place where I'm only going to. Oh, that must be a lot of work. The nervous feeling I had dissipated in an instant. Knowing that this was Mion, there was no reason to feel that way. Well, actually, my animal instincts tells me that the power balance between Mion and myself has been turned upside down. That's right, I'm a customer. My position is superior to hers. The humiliation from today's penalty game was cutting through the recesses of my mind. There really is a god. I agree, there is a god somewhere out there, because he just smiled upon me and gave me this. For him to grant me this opportunity for revenge. Noticing the flames of vengeance burning in my eyes, Mion took a step back. But seeing it like this type of clothing suits you very nicely, doesn't it? Yes, it does. It's embarrassing, so don't look so much. I confirmed my preemptive strike was a clean hit. Oh, I will stare all I want. There's no mistaking that Mion is currently defenseless. While confirming my attack was successful, I simultaneously lined up the combo. Mion, you have pretty big breasts. Seems like they're ready to spill out even right now. Oh my god. Oh my god, dude, stop it. All the customers are definitely looking at you. Don't say that. Don't play coy with me. I know that you enjoy drawing all the male attention with the embarrassing getup. I mean, if you didn't, there's no way you'd dress up like that. It's not like that. I'm doing this because I like to. Is this alright, Keiichi Maibara? Aren't you taking this a little too far? Even it's a payback for the humiliation during the day, isn't this too much? Hey, shut up, Logic. Yeah, fuck you, Logic. To pay Mion back tenfold is a chance you'll hardly ever get. Wearing this kind of getup, your mother must be disappointed. Aw, whimper. That part where you can almost just see something is the best. Come closer. Please stop. You still lack the spirit of service towards your customers. Please forgive me. I want to take you home. No, not that. Entering a version of Rena's cute mode, blood spewing from my nose like a waterfall, I was going until I had no regrets. I was going to complete this verbal humiliation, revenge for today's event. Yep, I'll spare you the rest for today. It seems that Mion's neural circuits had completely shorted from the embarrassment. I might have teased her a little too much, or so I thought. But such a meek Mion is something you hardly ever see, so this was good for her for now. Leaving aside what exactly was good, I never knew. To think that the high and mighty Mion would have a hard time being a waitress. That's wrong. This is such a surprising side of you. I want to show this to the Mion from this afternoon. What? Actually, I want to show Rena and the others. Rena will definitely flip out with joy. Do you think she'll say she wants to work here? That's wrong. I could never imagine in my wildest dreams that such a cute outfit would suit you, Mion. I'm saying that's wrong. While turning bright red, Mion finally spit out the words that were lodged in her throat. What do you mean? That's wrong. Not Mion. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. What? I was taken aback at Mion's confusing words. If you're not Mion, then who are you? You're Mion Sonozaki, right? I'm sorry. I should have said this earlier, but my name is Shion Sonozaki. Okay, yeah, no, fuck off, you're lying. Stop it. Stop it. That's too similar. Who would name their child basically the same thing? But either way, if there is truly a god, you'd give me 2 Mions. That would be nice. Mion is my older sister. My eyes unconsciously widen with surprise from this brazen crazy talk. Mion, probably thinking that there was no way such a far-fetched excuse would work, turned bright red while fidgeting nervously. Shion Sonozaki. Yes, I'm often mistaken for my sister. When we met, you had the kind of response that you wouldn't make it if you were meeting for the first time. That's because my sister is always talking about you, so I knew who you were. Ooh, she's always talking about me? Whether this is Mion or not, I'm okay with her always talking about me. A little bit of a cringeworthy excuse, that is. But when I looked at Mion's eyes, which begged me to believe her, the urge to tease completely subsided. To us, Mion had to be a leader who was normally overflowing with confidence, a guiding force. If I were to lash out at that Mion, I would have ruined something I shouldn't have. That was something I would never wish for. So I understand. This foolishness here is something very different from the everyday Mion. That's why she's Shion. I see. In that case, I'm sorry. No, as long as you understand. My sister has a lot of enemies, you see. Well, now she's self-aware of that fact, now is she. As I unintentionally laughed out loud, Shion laughed as well. Shion, this is your first time being a waitress. It doesn't seem like you're used to it. Actually, today is, Kei-chan is my first customer. A little flustered after saying that, she quickly asked if it was okay for her to refer to me the same way her sister did. Yeah, it's the same fucking person. Don't even... No, you're Mion. Seeing that blatant quirk was so cute, I couldn't stop laughing. So you said you'd worked part-time at your uncle's store before. I thought you would have been used to it, but more used to it. Oh, I have other relatives that run shops. That's why this is the first time I'm helping the uncle that owns this place. I see, makes sense. Anyone would be tentative doing a job they weren't used to. Does Mion ever help out at this store? Oh, my sister is, you see. She's not good with these cutesy things. I know what she's trying to say. That's right. Mion is more suited for cool things. So I think having you help out here was the right choice. God damn it, I wish I could ever tell who was talking. Huh? Shion asked, probably thinking she misheard me. That uniform, it would never suit somebody like Mion. But for Shion, I think it works. Huh? You mean that? Shion, like Rena, often does space out and turn bright red. What does that mean exactly? At least for the moment, I felt like the Shion character actually existed. Because there was no way that the Mion I knew had this side to her. At that moment, we realized that the more veteran waitress was waving at us from across the room. So Nozaki-san, you can take your break now. I'm okay with waiting for her, actually. Oh, okay. Mion finally turned to her senses. It seemed as if it was time for her to take her break. Well then, I'll take my leave. It was fun talking to the infamous Kei-chan. Sorry for mistaking you for Mion and teasing you. Please tell Mion that I will have my revenge one day. The thing where you were forced to dress as a maid and walk around outside, right? That devilish laugh and smile, it was exactly the same as the one I knew. That's right. Tell her that I will return the favor for the total humiliation I suffered. But, more importantly, I'm going to complain to my sister about the teasing I had to endure today. My sister will have my revenge during your club activities. Bring it on. I'll get her before she gets me. Mion laughed with a warm smile, devoid of any remaining nervousness, and disappeared into the back. Aw, darn it. Come back. Felt like I had a very valuable experience today. That's right. For now I know the Hayamae Mion has a weak point to panic and get embarrassed about. But of all things, for her to say she has a twin sister. I thought that maybe I should ask Rena tomorrow if she really has a sister. But maybe it's better that I didn't ask. It's a bit mean-spirited. I decided that the person I met here today was Shion, the younger twin sister. So I'll refrain from doing anything that would deny that. It's not that we actually made a promise or anything, but that little exchange gave birth to a new rule between me and Mion. Somebody tapped me on the shoulder, probably your dad. It was my dad. Hey, look. It was a long trip to the washroom. He probably came up with a new idea for an art piece while he was sitting on the can. Keiichi, are you about ready? Let's go home. Settling the bill, my father had his customer card stamped. It was pretty much filled. Way to go, Dad. Damn, Dad, you're quite the regular customer. Was that new waitress just now somebody you knew, Keiichi? Oh, so you were watching from the shadows. Dad had the oddest sense of tact sometimes. Somebody from school? From Hinamizawa? Yeah, she's the little sister of my friend Mion. Her school isn't in Hinamizawa, so she must go to the one in town. I've never seen her at my school. So not all the kids in Hinamizawa go to the same school. Only about half. The other half go all the way to their town with their bikes. In this way, the feeling that I was really talking to Shion came to me. What should I say to Mion tomorrow? I met your little sister, something like that? Even with Mion being like that, us having a secret between the two of us made me both a little happy and a little embarrassed. Aw. I don't know, I don't think there's actually a real twin. The game's not that nice. Is there really a Shion and an introduction to Angel Mort? Double the fun, no shit. Wow. Huh? Mion-san's family? Yeah. More broadly, I was just wondering if she had any brothers or anything. I was actually wondering whether her younger twin sister named Shion really existed. And my curiosity got the better of me, so I quietly asked Satoko about it. I wonder. She might not. She wasn't being very clear about it. Has Satoko never gone over to Mion's house to play? From your reaction, I guess you've never met anyone. Yes. I've never seen any of her relatives except her grandmother. As far as I could tell, there were already dark clouds over the Shion is real theory. Rika should know more than I. He would do well to ask her. Satoko waved to Rika-chan, who was basking in the sunlight. Rika, do you know anything about Mion-san's family? Rika was surprised at the sudden question. Mi has a big family, so I don't really know everything about them. That many, huh? For example, is there someone named Shion Sonozaki? Well, I might have heard wrong, so she might not actually exist, but... You mean she? Shion exists? Oh. Yes. Yes. Even better. Double the chances. Huh? That was unexpected. So she was real. Huh? Their names are quite similar, you know. I could get tongue-tied trying to tell the difference. I've heard she's Mi's younger twin sister, but I haven't met her too many times. Rika knew a bit more about her as well, but I hadn't seen her much. I think I met her once at a funeral a few years ago. She's not in this class, so maybe she goes to school in Okonomiya. She may live there too. Mion said herself lives apart from her family with her grandmother after all. She didn't live with her parents. That was a bit odd. Was there something between them? It's a very complicated family. She seems to have many relatives. There are doubtless many different circumstances. For now, I learned that she had a younger twin sister named Shion, but her family structure included her own position. Still seemed very mysterious. Oh, what are the three of you talking about? Let this old man in on it. Oh, Mion, we've come at a good time. You've come at a good time. Might it be true that you have a younger twin sister? Mion, crap. A younger sister? Well, yeah, I do. Mion grew uncharacteristically red in the face at a loss. Aww. Aw, that's too cute. That's too fucking cute. I think she's looking at me. Oh my, I had no idea. What kind of person might she be? I would very much like to meet her sometime. You shouldn't bother. She's not cute at all. She's really conceited. Besides, other than talking to her on the phone once in a while, I haven't seen her in a long time either. Why did it looks like she was in such a panic? Wow. Good English. Why did it look like she was in such a panic? I wish they got rid of that. It's whatever. They're giving me two people, hopefully. Two Sonozaki chicks. I want more. Give me 20,000. No, I'm not gonna push my luck. If I can have two, that's more than enough. It's like she was declaring that the Shion from yesterday was actually a fake. Anyway, this was pretty funny, so I let it go for a little while longer. Another Mion under the name of Shion. Will I be able to see her if I go to that restaurant again? I want to. I had a mysterious feeling as if I'd made a new friend, despite knowing that she and Mion were the same person. I wouldn't care. Reprinted from the Vicious War Photographer's Guide April issue. Complete Conquest Analysis, Family Restaurant Chapter. Now at last we come to the blazing hot third day. To Angel Mort, a super famous restaurant and the envy of all enthusiasts, despite being located in the remote Chichibon city of Prefecture. Why exactly did the most famous stores avoid the centers of human habitation? It can only be because it's a trivial given to us by the god of war photography. It's famous locally for having best desserts in town, but that matters not to us. If you want expensive desserts, then you can just go to a censored place or something. We aim not for sweet treats, but for sweet uniforms. The fragrant aroma of sweat wafts from these obligatory waitress uniforms, creating no less than a public torture device. How can their bashful flirtation be on par with all the other restaurants with cute uniforms all across the country? War photography hunter. Away! The smoking areas are the real superpositions. Aim for your chances at them with the tendency of an octopus. Ryu. Yesterday I failed to get seated. Today I will aim for the ultimate golden seat, the corner box in the smoking area. Otaku are overwhelmingly non-smokers, so I'll procure a spot in the smoking area to set up camp there. As expected of Ryu the hunter. He sang his victory was decided the moment he chose a seat. In actuality, Ryo used the same tactic during the grand opening of Akihabara's, and succeeded in getting the best seats in the house. Back then he also went early in the afternoon, just after the lunch rush, and not only did he find his target seat empty, he also obtained it with ease. By utilizing tricks such as ordering a little at a time, he effectively increased the number of opportunities for engagement, carefully scoping out his chance for a picture. But as if cursed by that, from the day before, the god of war photography did not smile upon him. After suffering successive firm defeats until 3 p.m., he finds no chances coming his way. And after 4, a man began to take his orders. Looks as though he has been seen through. It is a rule of a hunter to withdraw with grace once marked. My aim was perfect, but the fork technique I used at 2:30 seemed to have backfired. Maybe they were wary since I sat in a booth and left my bag on the floor. My camera was already hidden in my travel bag and might fossilize in there. If there were 2-digit EGs involved for sticking here half the day, I'd have a high encounter rate. I am mortified. Even so, he still got a few pieces of gold. As to be expected from the hunter, he obtained this nice angle despite lamenting his failure. He is an artisan. More surprisingly though, that is this uniform conquest across Japan has yielded not a single arrested person. What an amazing start for the hunter who brags about having become to approximately half the total prefecture police stations in the country. That thing the day before our hunter took over the shrine maiden cuisine in Nagoya. His hunter spirit showed through too zealously, and as soon as he entered the store, he was seen through, placed in a booth and waited on by the head priest. Despite waiting half a day, that much anticipated shrine maidens appeared only at the time of his first order. A seriously huge blunder for a hunter. Now then, here we have the giveaway of the hunter's original photos that always receive such high praise. We'll present one passionate reader with 3 all-you-can-eat low-angle pictures of Angel Mort's uniform, chosen by the hunter himself. With such blazing hot pictures, you can something. I'm glad I just auto-skipped that last one. Whatever. You can do something. You can enjoy all you want. Fuck off. It doesn't matter. It's just a bunch of perverts. Listen up, everyone. If you don't take cooking seriously, someone's gonna get hurt. This is part of your education as well, so don't fool around and do it seriously. A lazy yeah wafted through the class in response. Half of the school day today was going to be home economics class. The plan was for everyone to make curry rice and give it to the forest rangers who let this building be rented out as a school. If everyone were making curry in the same pot, it would have been more of a party-like atmosphere, but this was school after all. Excluding the youngest students, each of us would be making our own curry with the results being judged. Alright everyone. It may be that nowadays curry is an easy meal anybody can make, but it has its roots in traditional Indian cuisine. Even though we've altered it a bit in the Japanese style, it is still instilled with the knowledge and culture of ancient India. Absolutely do not neglect that fact. I'll have words with anyone who doesn't take this seriously, so be prepared for that. That seemed like a needlessly passionate sermon on curry, well, whatever. It's rumored that Chie-sensei has devoted her life to curry. She'll probably be a pretty strict judge. As long as you're not failing your grade in home ec, doesn't really matter. Doesn't really matter at all. I wouldn't say that if I were you. The teacher's a tyrant when it comes to curry. What the heck does that even mean, a curry tyrant? Never heard of that before. You see, our normally mild-mannered teacher, for some unfathomable reason, is a stickler for curry. Unwieldingly so. Yeah, it's said that every year she goes on a journey to India to research mythical curry. What the fuck? This is just a rumor, but it seems that she eats curry rice 3 meals a day, and if she occasionally has something else, it always has to be curry flavored. That's not unyielding, that's unnatural. Is she part of an evil cult or something? Besides, doesn't curry top the list when it comes to junk food? Curry 3 times a day is just weird nutritionally speaking, and... and she threw something at me. Embedded into the plate right by my fingertips, a chef's knife, ladle, and spatula hummed gently as they still quivered. Oh my god. The teacher, while still mixing her own pot, was looking this way, smiling. Kei-chan, shh. If you say any more, we'll be sleeping with the fishes. Jesus fucking Christ, that's crazy as shit. Seeing even a little bit more would make my situation a lot more dire. Yeah. Just be serious and make your curry properly and everyone's good, okay? Alright? I don't think it's gonna be that easy today. Look, Mi-chan is... It's written all over her face. And the playing field is even, and we're being judged. There's no way this wouldn't turn into a competition. Geichi, you're gonna lose again. Sorry, buddy, but you're gonna lose. It looks like we're all on the same page. It's a cooking contest. I knew it. There's no way Mion would leave such an enticing event alone. How shall we determine the victor? By how the teacher judges it? As if saying, but wait, there's more. The teacher reappeared with the principal in tow. The purpose of today's event is to show appreciation for the people at the forestry service, so they'll be judging the results with me. Yep, your teacher and I, as well as 5 people from the forestry service, will be judging your cooking. Good luck, everyone. Even the principal? Looking around, it seemed like the interest of everyone in the class had been piqued. So that's what's happening. This isn't going to just be some casual curry cook-off. We're as good at making curry. I'm not going to lose today. My grade in cooking is cooking in a group, so I'm together with Rika. That's unfair. I'm pretty sure that Rika is good at cooking. My curry's so tasty it'll send shivers down your spine. What about Mion? She doesn't seem like she's too good at cooking. Her type has always been bad at this kind of thing. But Mion continued to look unconcerned. I'll tell you what Kei-chan is thinking right now. Mion is definitely bad at cooking. Am I right? I don't like the way she said that. And it couldn't be. Mion couldn't possibly. At that moment, the teacher's whistle sounded. Alright everyone, are you ready? Be very careful with the knives. Start. The call to arms had sounded. Kei-chan's gonna come in last. We had to use an outdoor kit to cook the rice, but it wasn't that difficult for a camping veteran like me. Put the rice into the canister, push your palm to the bottom, and fill with water just above the wrist. Are you alright with only that much water? If you don't put in more, it could be bad. You filthy liar. If I put in any more, it'll just be left with some half-cooked porridge. Satoko, if that's meant to be a trick, it won't work. I'm used to cooking rice with these utensils. First it starts to bubble, and then the steam starts to puff. It doesn't take off the lid no matter what. Keiichi-kun, you're amazing. This is a little unexpected. Did you learn this at summer camp? My dad really likes to go camping, see? Whenever summer comes around, our family goes a lot. So this means everyone is good at cooking the rice. In other words, the critical part of this challenge will be the curry. Curry is Rika's specialty. We'll cream you all. You lost me at Rika's. Why don't you help with the cooking too? Maybe Satoko-chan is helping the most by doing nothing at all. Wow. The ends justify the means. I just have to win. That's a pretty malicious comment from Rena. Yeah, no shit. Satoko took it hook, line, and sinker. Rena could only apologize between fits of laughter while Satoko chased her around. Well, now should we move on to the curry? For now the battle truly begins. After rinsing off the carrots, potatoes, and other standard vegetables, I grasped the knife. What will today's curry taste like? Serena hummed along. Her very well-practiced hands wielded her knife. The rhythmical sound of the knife hitting the cutting board harkened the kind of image of days long past. Simply put, it was perfect. It was so calm and practiced, and I seriously didn't stand a chance. I looked over at Satoko and Rika. Satoko was in charge of washing the vegetables, while Rika was in charge of peeling them. That's what I heard being discussed, but Rika's knife skills are something else as well. She was happily rotating the potato and peeling it quite quickly. On top of that, the peels spanned the entire potato. What's that called again? Katsuramuki? I've heard them peeling a vegetable in one loop around like that is a highly regarded technique. She picked up the peel from the skin and carved a pair of eyes into it with her knife. It's a snake! Roar! Saying that, she placed the longly peeled potato skin on top of the head of a boy from her group. She wasn't even breaking a sweat. When it comes to Rika and cooking, I couldn't even hold a candle to her. But roar? Do snakes make that sound? Alright then, how's Mion doing? She's definitely just fumbling along. There's no way she can peel a potato so effortlessly like that. She's probably done. Absolutely no way. This can't be. You've got to be kidding me. This is a trick. She's using special effects. Where's the wire? She's definitely using a wire. Here, take a look-see. As if she had already won, Mion proudly showed me the elongated potato skin. You didn't know, Kei-chan? Keiichi? Mie was taught how to cook by her grandma. Not just cooking. From sewing to flower arrangement to playing the kodo, from marksmanship to radio operation, even helicopter piloting is but one of the myriad things she can do. Of course she can. Of course she can pilot a helicopter, because why not? Strangely enough, the latter items were more realistic. There's the first few items on that list that seem like a lie. She's actually really good at cooking. It's just such a hassle she never does it though. Damn it. I'm also really good at cooking. Especially Chinese food. Keiichi, boiling something and pouring it into a bowl doesn't count as cooking. Shut down before I could even say it. Ho ho ho! Too bad for you. Today Keiichi-san shall be assuredly languishing in defeat all alone. Like, tough words from somebody who can't even cook by herself. Rika! There. I'll destroy Keiichi for you. Whoa. This doesn't look good. Everyone is smirking at me. Don't raise the white flag yet, Keiichi. Don't throw away this match. Calm down and think. Not about how to peel these potatoes well, but about how to win this challenge. That's the spirit. There's too many people watching. I'm going to work at another sink. Saying that, I gathered up all the vegetables and left the spot behind. Will Keiichi-kun be alright? I'm worried he might cut himself with his knife. Let's see what Kei-chan's doing. No matter how hard I try peeling these things, if I slip up at this speed, I'll lop up my fingers right off. And there's only one thing left to do. Tomita-kun, Okamura-kun. Oh, you guys were in a group of 4, huh? It was the 2 underclassmen that had become my sworn brothers ever since the event at that toy store last Sunday. They had been paired with 2 girls for their group. Yep, both the girls are pretty good at cooking. So both of you can just mess around and we'll be okay. Both of them pointed at the girls. They're not as good as Rena, but they were both good enough at handling a knife. I'll get straight to the point. At this rate, I'm gonna lose this contest. Give me the vegetables your group has peeled already. My Bara-san, it's pretty much theft. But depending on what's in it for us. In other words, it depends on the terms of negotiation. Quite bold of you guys. Well, that's to be expected. Then let's do this. If I win, I'll let you eat the curry that Satoko and Rika-chan group makes. How about that? I don't know about that. Both of them were hesitant after such a weighty proposal. Just one more little push seems in order. Very well, then let's make the offer they can't refuse. I pulled both them close by the shoulders and made an offer in a hushed tone. Of course that includes the part that Rika and Satoko have already eaten some. I'll even throw in the spoons. Oh my god. A red mist spouted vigorously from the noses of the 2 underclassmen. Good god. Keiichi, it also seems pretty good at this. Those are some very nice potatoes. Having brilliantly cleared the vegetables peeling challenge, I returned to my comrades. Oh, amazing, amazing. Keiichi-kun's peeling is really good. That's not quite right. What Kei-chan has bared isn't a potato, but it's fangs. Yeah, I'm super serious about this. I'll crush you all. Having finished with the preparation of vegetables, next is to boil a pot of water, then add the vegetables in order which takes the longest to cook. I learned this part from my mother and when we went camping. But just cooking in order won't garner a lot of points. Looking over at Rena, she had a variety of vegetables cooking together in a delicate balance. She wasn't being ambitious or calculating a way to win the game. She was making delicious food with a mother's touch. I have a feeling that I could somehow compete with Mion in terms of technique, but I would be no match for Rena. Poor guy, she was out of my league. So basically you're fucked, and you can't win. It's okay, Keiji. The penalty can't be that bad.